Kratos versus
Alright.
WUKONG. In the matchup between two
Who's
characters who
stronger?
became gods,
I don't know.
that
I don't know
even
much
death
about
itself
this
can
guy
stop from
Kratos.
reaching their goals, and even
I
when
know- I know a
gods
lot
try
about
and
WUKONG.
rise against them,
But
all
I
of
also
them
know
fall.
that Kratos a bit. I know a little bit about him. That he also one of those guys. He killed gods. But let's see who's stronger, man.
One becoming the god of war, and the
God
other
of
becoming
war.
the fighting Buddha. But now it's time for these two gods to go head to head.
Alright,
So
wow.
who would win
Let's
between
go.
the mortal who reached the gods versus the monkey who reached nirvana? Who would win between Kratos versus Sun Wukong? Kratos, a Spartan warrior who was betrayed by the god of war Ares into killing his entire family, and now wants revenge on all the
Kill
gods.
his family?
Kratos begged the god of war Ares to save his life in exchange for his, with Ares burning the blades of chaos into his skin as the constant reminder to give his life, with Ares tricking Kratos into killing his entire family. And now his vow changed. He's not going to give his life to Ares, he's going to take his. Kratos is killed by Ares before he can attain the power of the gods, but not even death can stop Kratos as he climbs out of hell and opens Pandora's box.
Climb out of
And now
hell?
it's time to make history. Kratos versus Ares. Mortal versus God. In the end, Kratos
And he
is
be
able
able
to
to
do
kill
the
him.
impossible, becoming the first mortal in history to kill a god. Kratos later
God,
becomes
wow.
the god of war and once again is betrayed by the gods and killed by his father Zeus, and he falls into Hades.
His
But
father
death
is
can have
Zeus?
Kratos when it earns him, and now his vow has changed once again. He's not going to kill just one god.
All of
He's
them,
going
innit?
to kill all of them.
Oh
Kratos
my
is so strong that he's able to burn a primordial god's son whose existence predates the universe and is the father of the cosmos. He killed the god of time Kronos, whose birth alone created time throughout the infinite universe, and is the father of the king of the gods. Poseidon can defeat Atlas, who can
Oh my
hold the
God, he
entire
go and kill
infinite
all of those
multiverse on his back.
gods.
And if he lets go, everything is destroyed.
This
But
guy's
the same
undefeatable.
Poseidon begs for his life in the face of Kratos, and his death drowned the entire earth,
Oh my
killing the
God.
sisters of fate who are stated to have
Bro, it's probably a lot of distraction, man, after this guy killing gods.
goes back in time to kill Zeus, can resist
Go
getting
back
his
in
soul
time?
taken by Hades, taking his weapons
Hades!
to reap the souls of any of his enemies, kills the sun god Helios, ripping off his head and using it as a weapon, and his blades of chaos that can burn in a place where fire cannot exist, killing the primordial god of death who
Oh
waged
my
war and
God!
death before time even existed, gains the power of rage from Prometheus, amplifying his anger and hatred toward the gods, and sparking his Spartan rage, kills Hermes and rips off his wings, with Hermes being so fast that he's able to dodge Helios's light that is stated to light up the infinite underworld, granting him infinite speed.
Oh,
Kratos
wow.
fights against his father, the king of the gods Zeus, and kills both him and Gaia by impaling Zeus in Gaia's heart. Kratos impales himself with the blade of Olympus and falls over the mountain cliff.
Oh,
But
he
it's
stabbed
not
himself?
over. We see Kratos years later
Not
in
over.
the Norse mythology, but he's stronger than ever, as he was able to kill the
Oh,
god
he's
of
getting
light
older.
Balder, who was able to knock out the world serpent in only 3 punches, with Jormungandr being
Three
a giant
punches?
snake that in his battle with Thor shook all 9 realms and splintered the world tree, with the Yggdrasil being a tree that holds all of creation
World tree.
and whose branches are infinite, with it being stated that the tree transcends space and time, with Balder's
my-
death causing a snowstorm Fimbulwinter in 4 realms for 3 years straight, with Kratos being able to kill Heimdall, who can literally see into the future, but all he saw was his death.
He can kill someone who can see the future?
Kratos fights against Thor himself with his Leviathan axe being
Fighting
stated
Thor-
to rival
Thor?
the power of Mjolnir, with his blades of chaos
Oh my-
being far beyond them.
He's
And
going
even while
everywhere,
holding
killing
back
gods,
and
this
beat
man.
all of them, including the king of the gods Odin, and now stands atop 2 mythologies, being the god of war, with nobody left to kill. Kratos would scale the complex multiverse.
He killed everybody, no one else he can
But
kill.
how does this compare to the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, a god in
I know a lot about Monkey King. I used to watch his show, TV shows back then. This guy's crazy, man. He's crazy strong. Let's just watch. I don't want to say anything else. Let's just
Infatuated
watch.
with
And
life and wisdom,
when we
vows he
get
will
there, I'll
never
say
lose
something.
it. No matter how many ascend upon him, the Monkey King will not die. Being born from a rock enveloped in the energies of heaven and earth, and whose eyes can pierce the clouds of
I
heaven.
remember the part where he went. This is a show, not a game. Where he went to the hell, cross out his name so that he can't be died. which is crazy. And he went to he went to the ocean to get a new weapon. And his weapon weighed like tons, man.
Heaven in Wukong's journey
It can
to the West
shrink up
became the most
and it can
unkillable
become
being
big
in
as he wanted
existence,
to.
with Wukong gaining multiple
Just say the
layers of
word.
immortality by practicing Tao, eating pills of longevity.
Oh,
and eating
yeah.
the entire
And another one. Yeah, here, this part. I was about to say this part. Where he went to heaven and he was told to guard the peaches. This man and those peaches. Actually, if you eat it, you become immortal. These guys eat all of it on their trees, man.
Garden of Heaven peaches, with just a single one of these heaven peaches granting another layer of immortality, and he ate the entire garden. With Wukong going as far as to go down into hell and cross his name
Wukong,
out the
this
book
man.
of death. But
This man,
Wukong's
no
immortality
one can-
is just the
can-
beginning of your problems.
can stop this guy,
Wukong
man.
has the ability to shapeshift into literally anything he wants.
Yeah,
With his ability
and a
called
clone.
72
His clone
transformations, he has 72 lives.
He can
every time someone
turn
touches
as many
him, it
clones as
only makes him
he can.
stronger. This is
From his
seen when
hair.
The gods of heaven tried every method in
And one of those
existence to kill
clones
Sun Wukong,
are strong as him, man.
even the de-immortalizing furnace, but all it did was make the Monkey King stronger. Sun Wukong has the ability to literally copy his opponent's strength, with this ability only being limited to his imagination, which is
Jeez.
absolutely
Man.
ridiculous.
I didn't
Each hair on
remember
Sun
this guy is
Wukong's body,
that strong, but
84,000
he's
to be
strong, man.
exact, can turn into literally anything he wants. He can take one of his hairs and make an entire universe, and even better, can make a
One of
copy
his
of
hair?
opponents, or even a copy of himself. That's right, Wukong can literally make 84,000 copies of himself, with those copies being able to make copies, meaning
80,000, man.
make an infinite amount of himself, with each one of these copies having countless layers of immortality, and you have to kill every single one of them 72 times. And each time you try and kill them,
Oh
they
my
only get
God.
stronger. With Wukong going up to heaven and defeating
Every time you kill him,
600 gods,
he's only
28
gets
of which were
stronger.
constellation gods, and he was able to lift the entire infinite Milky Way galaxy over his head. With Wukong only being defeated and sealed by the Buddha himself, but
Yeah.
500 years later, the
Here we
stage
go.
of heaven
This
has
part that I want to say.
Wukong has
This
gotten
man just
even
fought a
stronger,
Buddha's
able to defeat
piece on
anything,
him.
destroy all of
Oh my
existence
God,
with
he's
his
crazy, man.
and was able to catch and hold up Mount Sumeru with one arm, which is stated in Buddhism to be a mountain that holds up the infinite cosmic sky. When Wukong completes his journey to the west, he reaches perfection. With Wukong being able to
Jeez.
reach the remainder stage of nirvana, which is described as being beyond all concepts and limitations, existing as a boundless entity beyond everything. With this remainder stage of nirvana,
Oh my God, who?
transcending the God realms and
Who
formless
defeating these
realms,
two guys, man?
the formless
Kratos
realms
and this
being
guy.
stated to have no
Sun
direction and
Wukong.
no physical form, putting them above dimensionality itself, as they are above the mortal universe, making this realm outer-versal in nature, with the God realms transcending these realms, and nirvana is above that. Reaching just the remainder stage of nirvana grants him 3
Even above
layers
that?
of the outer-versal. But then he was able to do it. At the end of the journey to the west, he was brought before Buddha himself,
yeah,
and
the final
transcended
boss.
to the complete stage of nirvana, becoming the sage over heaven.
Oh my God.
The fighting Buddha, Buddha Wukong.
I would like to
Wukong
watch
reaching
this movie,
final
man.
stage of nirvana makes him more powerful than bodhisattvas, which are beings that have reached this incomplete stage of nirvana.
Oh
and it's
my
stated
God,
that
look at
Buddhas
his
are
palm.
incomprehensible to them, being part of the transcendent. The transcendent is the idea of being above all worlds, never returning to anything lower, meaning an infinite hierarchy of outer-versal beings, with Buddha Wukong looking down at all of them.
Wow.
With Wukong at this point being all-knowing, all-powerful, omnipresent, and omnipotent, Sun Wukong scales to high outer-versal with irrelevant speed. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't think anybody thinks this is close. Forget Kratos, Sun Wukong slaps the entire verse silly. To put it into perspective, the gap in strength between Kratos and Wukong, think of it like this. If there was a scale that goes from 0 to infinity, Kratos would be at a 5, and Sun Wukong would be above the entire scale. And in terms
Oh
of
my
ability, it's
God, not even
as
close.
Wukong can literally make
This is not even
84,000
close.
versions of
This
himself,
isn't a
or
comparison,
even
guys.
84,000 versions of Kratos, with each of these versions being able to match Kratos' strength and has multiple layers
so
of immortality.
The man
In
doesn't
the
need to
end,
fight
Kratos
Kratos
challenged
himself.
and
He
lost
just
to a
brought out his
fighter that
clone
was
and
superior
let
to
him
him.
do the work.
And to make it worse, he was just a monkey.
Mm.
Right. What's a
Oh my god, lad. This guy for real? I thought Kratos gonna put up some fight, man. But this guy's he's even crazier than Kratos. Kratos going anywhere, all every place is killing gods. This guy's fuck. I didn't remember that the last time I seen Sun Wukong this strong, man. It's not even close. But Kratos, man, this man going killing gods, killing his own fathers, killing his own family. Just want to be stronger. Ah, man. Oh, and Sun Wukong. You guys haven't checked out the movie, go ahead. And the TV show too. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. He can turn everything into his imagination. He can turn anything he wants in his imagination, man. And there's another thing is, I know that who doesn't know about this guy, man? Son Goku. This guy, he's also a copy of Sun Wukong, which is crazy. The animes that been going around for a while, like Sun Wukong, and it's very famous too. This animes, and he's just a copy of Sun Wukong, man. Not a copy, but he's just another version. Because it seems like this guy, Son Goku, I don't know much about him, but the last time I saw him having the same weapons and can fly on the clouds too. Oh wow! I didn't expect these comparisons to be that high, man, of a scale. You know, between Sun Wukong and Kratos. This is Kratos, and this is Sun Wukong. Oh my god, man. Right, guys, if you enjoyed the reaction, please consider subscribe, like if you want to see more of this. Please put a comment if you want to see more of these things with these kind of videos. And I will see you then, guys. Have a good day, good night, bye.